My rifle's bent a little bit. My rifle's bent. This one's for shooting around corners. See that? Hey, but the mortar man's working. Hang! Fire! Splash! There we go. All right. Here's my little guys I play with every now and then. Here's the little guys I play with every now and then. But, hey, I am getting prepared. I am getting prepared. I am getting prepared for the Wounded Warrior Project auction. I have decided I'm going to break out the old hardware. We're going to, yeah, I know. We got all kinds of stuff here. Get on there. It's going to be a battle royal. Gonna be a battle royal. Do I got some shit on my nose? Kind of looks like it, don't it? I wonder what that is. Hold up a second. Oh, I know what that is. That's a little grease shit. Yeah, I just came in from outside. I was taking apart a big condenser and compressor motor from a locker. And I'm gonna tell you what, that compressor motor was a hefty 2-cylinder son of a bitch. And yeah, I had to break out the big grinder to get that one apart. Anyway, there's going to be about 2 pounds of copper in the windings on that one. Maybe 3 pounds. And plus all of the copper piping and the wiring I took off there and the aluminum. There was coy little scrap on that. But anyway, well, let's talk about my thumbnail for today, shall we? My thumbnail for today, and I had to repair a wall in my shed. That was, when we built it, it was just a stub wall, 3 foot long, and I didn't anchor it to the concrete. All I did was glue it, construction adhesive on the bottom. It's screwed at the top and everything, but, well, that came loose, so I had to redo that. Hi, Sheet. What's up, buddy? Hey, Rhonda. Fervid. All right, go watch a baseball game, buddy. I don't do professional sports anymore, so. Anyway, thumbnail. I was fixing that wall, and I had to move a stove. Now, that's the stove I used to, it's out in the shed beside my other bench, and that's the stove I used to do my final boil for my maple syrup. Anyway, I had to move that. And at one point in time, when we first bought the place 25 years ago, there was no concrete underneath that bench or underneath that vise that was there or anything, because there's a nice post vise there. And anyway, so we put a little floor and underneath that bench up to the wall. And I had my girls at the time put their handprints in it. They put their initials, so there's RH, MH, KH, and the year 2004. Rose said she would have been about 10, so that would have made Mary 11, 12, that would have made Kate 12, 13. So, well, it's kind of neat to find that, and so I took pictures of it and then fixed the wall and put the stove back over top of it. Anyway, so that was that. Now, where am I going this weekend? This weekend, I am going to Mercer, Missouri. And there's a place down there called Range Tec. Range Tec is a full, full range rifle. They've got a 900-yard rifle range. They've got shotgun ranges, combat and sporting. And they have pistol ranges, multiple pistol ranges. Also, combat and sporting. And my buddy Buzz owns that. And we served together back in 12 Special Forces Group days. And he teaches classes down there, military, law enforcement, private security firms, civilian classes, you name it. And it's a fairly good size operation. Anyway, there's one weekend in the fall where he has a weekend for the boys, just us boys from the 12th and the 20th group to get together, do a little shooting, bullshitting, smoking cigars, drinking if you're so inclined. Buzz supplies all the food. He has bunk houses, cots, sheets, blankets, pillows, everything. So everything's just take your guns you want to shoot and your own ammunition. You don't need to take any tools. You might want to take some spare parts if you got any, but tools don't need to take. Cleaning materials you don't need to take. Any of that stuff is all provided. So that's going to be a good time, man. That's the first year that I get to go down there. Who's asking for a coin dealer? Oh, I didn't know they were on. I didn't see anything on my feed, so I decided I was going to come up. And besides that, my wife is gone. Usually she's home and I don't stream this time of the night. But my wife is gone. Her mother's in the hospital or being admitted, and her sister is there, and my wife went. So I have a feeling that I may not even go to Mercer, Missouri this weekend. I just got that feeling. So she's been battling a bone cancer for a good part of a year now, and she doesn't. She has to get transfusions of whole blood because her marrow is not producing any white blood cells. She's not producing any red blood cells. She has to get red blood, whole blood transfusions, and platelet transfusions just about every 3 or 4 days. And hard for her to get out of bed. Sometimes her husband has to go in. My father-in-law has to go in and help her up. My wife goes over and helps her bathe and get clothed and in her wheelchair and cooks food for her and takes food over for them. And I don't know if she passes, who's going to take care of Alan? Because he can't take care of himself. He's an old farmer. He doesn't know how to cook. His wife always cooked for him. He has no clue. So, oh, really? Yeah, I haven't gone to whatnot yet at myself at all. I do go to the coin crew auctions on Sundays. Um, Sometimes good deal. Sometimes you're talking retail. But it's always a good time. And I do pester Keith for gold and platinum, so I have a pretty good relationship with Keith and Mrs. Coin Crew. So I kind of like to go to their auctions. Who else do I go to? Mama T, Big T, Durban, Coin Crew. Every now and again, I get to Farmer's Auction. Um, there's a couple other ones I've been to. I don't go all the time because I just don't have the time. You know, I have things to do around here. Like today and yesterday, I was taking apart that big condenser and that big um, motor. And I'm telling you what, that motor weighed good 100 pounds probably. And that's full of oil and everything. But man, I started taking that apart. That's a heavy son of a gun. And I got it all apart. I got everything apart. So the condenser and the coils, that kind of stuff is going to go as dirty copper, and you won't even get paid for the aluminum. But I stripped as much aluminum off as I could. All the motors come apart, and I take all the copper out of that, plus all the copper lines that were there, and the wires, all the wiring and stuff that was with it. So that should be a pretty good payday. I don't know. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. When we were experimenting with StreamYard. Yeah, yeah. I know, Rhonda. I know. That's how much other shit I got going on. Give me another 10 years and I'll be sitting in this chair all day, every day, and not going outside and doing anything. Hopefully, I'll have everything sold off by then and I won't have to work on anything anymore. But hey, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. All right. Should we open up a couple of packages? I got two packages actually from Durban. Oh man, and that one's heavy. It's hefty. Nice box. But I got two packages the same today. I mean, and this one's fairly hefty too. I don't know how many auctions this is, but my God, it's got to be three or four. So we can open that up and see what we got. Yeah, I'm losing use of my left hand now myself. So good thing that's my support hand for shooting. This is my grip hand. So we'll see how it feels. We'll see how that wrist feels after a couple of days of shooting. Probably put in 8 hours of shooting. We'll see how it feels after. So I'm taking four pistols with me. I'm taking a Glock 43. I'm taking a Sig P365. I'm taking a FN Reflex. And I'm taking a Canic Elite SC. Or that's the Elite Subcompact. And I'm taking a Ruger American and 6.5 Creedmoor for the rifle range. I don't think I'm going to take another rifle. I don't have enough rounds for my 338 Win mag. I could take it, but we're a little bit cramped on space too because I'm riding down with another guy. So all those guns are going to and ammo are going to have to be in the bed of the pickup. Hopefully, he's got a covered bed because I'm taking 2,500 rounds with me anyway. That's 9 mil, 2,000 rounds of 9 mil, and maybe I don't know 200 rounds, 200 rounds of 6.5. So we'll see how this is going to work. All we got to do is take a sleeping bag to lay on the bunks because he's got a class going out as we're coming in. So all the sheets will be off the bed and getting washed. But food will be there and whatever. So sleeping bag, ammo, guns, personal item, that's it. And I'm about packed up. I'm about halfway packed. I got the guns, the ammo. Oh shit, I gotta get my hearing protectors too. Remind me, hearing protectors. All right. Yeah, that's my old airborne helmet there. And you'll notice that it is a Vietnam era helmet because that's what we wore until, God, was it Global War on Terror? Oh, I don't remember when the Kevlars came in. I was retired by the time the Kevlars came in, and I retired in 95, so it's hard to say. I don't know. I never had a Kevlar. I had the old steel pot. I like the old steel pot because you can take this helmet liner out right here, just unbuckle it on both sides, take it out, take the cover off, and you can boil water in it, make your soup, make your pasta, or you can put some hot water in that you've heated in your canteen cup and wash your face. You can do a horror bath in this thing. Can't do that in a Kevlar. Of course, that's about, God, 2 pounds heavier than a Kevlar, and that sits on your head all the time. So when I was in the 1st Infantry Division, we go to the field, that's what we wore all the time. When I was in SF, 14 years in SF, we wore them on jumps. And when we got to the ground, it went in our rucksack, and off the drop zone, they got cached, and we put on our boonie hats or patrol caps. 1,800 milligrams of gabapentin, and it's not working. Couldn't get yourself off the floor. You have to roll over, get on all fours, bend up, and if you have to climb up your legs to do it, and then you put one foot on the floor, one hand on a desk, or both hands on a desk, and get yourself up that way. Let me look. Hold up a second. Oh, gabapentin and tramadol. That's what I take. Wind up. Let's see what we got here. We got 1,200 milligrams of gabapentin twice a day. So that's 2,400 milligrams a day right there. And I got 50 milligrams of tramadol twice a day. So 100 milligrams of tramadol. That's what we got for the pain meds. Dear, how is your mother? Be right back.
fluid off of her lungs, get her electrolytes back, and then they're recommending hospice because she's going to have to discontinue the pills that she's taking. She's not happy about it. She's also confused. So.
All right, we back. I got the update. Rhonda, CBD oil, it would help. Why not? It won't hurt to try. Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, ever since the doctors got sued for prescribing too much pain medication, they became gun shy. And so they don't want to over prescribe. Rhonda, are you saying you never tried CBD before? I bought some when I was out in Colorado, and it was only just not that much, and it was gone in a day or whatever, but no adverse effects. I'm not sure it did anything for me, but you have tried it before. Does it work for you? I would assume anything would help, but I would assume anything would help. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll just wait till tomorrow morning to open anything. We'll call her good for tonight. We'll go the half hour and head over to Keith's channel and see what's going on there. How's that? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk later. Let's try tomorrow morning. How will that work for everybody? Let's do that. Okay? Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, there's the end stream button. All right.